Ah, we got Milk Steak and Alan Sampson, both being real. Thank you to both of them. So Herbie Hops, I don't know, did he unlist it? Maybe. No, is it a? Oh, it's from 2 months ago. I thought it was recent. Okay. So it's still up there, I guess. But it's just, I thought it was like a recent video, because I was only informed of it last stream. And I did a Herbie Hops like a couple weeks ago. I looked at his birthday video or whatever. Well, first of all, this is the thumbnail, so just fucking wet your whistles with this, right? Nice Megadeth shirt, by the way. That's a genuine comment. Megadeth's cool. Yeah, no, I guess this has just been floating around for a couple of months. He swore to never talk about this situation, guys. Thankfully, this one looks to be a pretty chunky, decent-sized video here, 1640. So, I'm sure he's got a lot to say. From what I understand, he's finally addressing the Deadwing Dork situation, which, from what I've heard, is crazy. So let's watch. I've also heard that I'm apparently a Twitch streamer, according to this guy.
Alright, since we're discussing about the situations that happened a few years ago...
Jesus Christ, that's loud. Why is that loud?
I wanted to point this place out in particular. I used to work from this place from 2015 to 2018, and the new owners that took over in 2018, they don't give a fuck about anybody. Here in 2018, they were threatening a general manager with a newborn son to quit his job. And then they started going after mentally disabled people and telling them, get the fuck out, you don't belong.
I'm sure that's exactly what happened, Herbie. Okay, I believe it unquestionably. Alright, yeah. This is basically just the white equivalent of what we just watched, isn't it? It's just this guy filming in a public place like, yeah, they threw me out because I'm crazy or whatever, these fucking white people.
And then 2 years later, after the new owners bought out in 2018, they filed for bankruptcy. Which, honestly, you deserve to. The same year that I got fired from your bum-ass corporation was the same year...
Raggedy-ass corporation, motherfucker!
I made Employee of the Month. And you know what? Thanks to you dumbasses, I landed a better contract. I don't need your stupid-ass company getting in my fucking way. But yeah, this right here, this used to be the Regal Cinemas I worked at from 2015 to 2018. The same year I made Employee of the Month, they told me, STFU, get the fuck out, you don't belong. They also
told him to shut the fuck up.
So threatened a general manager.
So what actually happened here, chat? What did he do? Did he sit in the fucking popcorn with his pants off? What are we thinking happened here that actually got him fired? No fucking company in the world is going to just fire you because you're mentally ill or whatever. That's a fucking PR disaster. That would never ever happen. You had to have fucking done something, dude. No one is gonna believe this. No one can believe this.
Who had a newborn son to take care of at the time, to quit his job. Imagine that. Imagine being a general manager for these people, and you're being told by the CEOs to go fuck off while you have a mouth to feed. Can you imagine that? I actually ran into that old job.
Thanks, chat member. He has multiple videos back around that time where he admitted he fighted against a customer at the time that got him fired. Ah, I see. Very interesting.
General manager somewhere else that I'm not going to discuss, but I'm glad he's doing better, because a general manager of a newborn son should not have to put up with that shit. What the fuck you looking at? That bum-ass manager was about ready to call security. Well, guess what? You don't know where I parked, you don't know where I drive, you don't know where I work, so fuck you.
Call a fucking po-po, bitch! I got legs, I can run!
You definitely tell that these mall people fired their security. You got a Ford Escape over here with a flat-ass tire that's collecting spider webs over here.
I love the chat message that says, someone call the king of town! Yeah, we need the king of Herbie Hops' town to come over and deliberate on this matter, you know? I'm just picturing, what is his name? King Bob from Recess? Where he, like, decides to, what is it? I think it's the Solomon thing, where he's like, we're gonna cut your doll down the middle! No, wait, don't! You deserve it, because you wanted it the most! Or something. I need King Bob to come along and deliberate on this guy.
Man, you really that bankrupt that you gotta do that shit now?
Because I'm
whatever you do, don't call the king of Pole. He's just gonna embarrass himself.
You're driving. There's other people on the fucking road now.
This is the same clip he always uses because, like, fucking years ago, someone chewed him out while he was driving, and he recorded it, And as we know, Herbie Hops drives like a fucking psychopath. We've seen him on camera basically being like, I don't fucking care about your speed limits, bro. Just driving his shitty little jalopy at max fucking velocity down, you know, down the street. So this guy, I guess, you know, he tells them there's other people driving on the road. Herbie continues to use this fucking clip to this day. I don't know if he thinks this is a funny meme or something, but I gotta tell you.
Now that's
not
funny meme.
It's not. It's not funny. It's not funny. Stop laughing.
Just you.
Why'd you fucking cut me off?
I didn't cut you off. What the fuck?
After I'm fucking camera, you dumbass.
All right, whatever, dude. Fuck you too.
He's just randomly stringing together. I love that Herbie Hops is a schizophrenic. Like, I don't know if there's any other option, really. Like, he's just schizophrenic, right? Like, the way he edits his videos are just, it's completely out of order. It's just nonsensical. He'll throw in random fucking clips that don't belong there. It's always just confusing and bizarre. And yeah, he'll just have like shit replay. Like, he'll play a clip and then like 10 minutes later he'll play the same fucking clip again. And I'm fucking dumbfounded as to what the thought process is if it's not just schizophrenia shit. I don't know. Yeah, he's just like, what is he in an ambulance? Herbie, what's going on? What is this cryptic message you're trying to deliver to us? And now it's a random Grand Theft Auto clip. Is this just supposed to be like a YouTube poop? Is that the idea?
That's how it sounds like when my cat fucks.
So now he's reeing. And now he's meditating on the bed. God, he's never looked more like Dan Schneider. I mean, not even. He looks older than Dan Schneider. I mean, we pointed out years ago when we first found the guy's channel that he apparently eats raw ground beef uncooked to own the libs. But, you know, that was our first exposure to Herbie. And it was like, boy, you're 23 years old in this video, huh? He's 27 now. But, like, is this a 27-year-old? Really? I don't know. His face looks at least 10 years older. Oh my god, you're right, it's Jew Wario! Oh! I never realized he does look like Jew Wario! He's like a fatter, more autistic Jew Wario!
I swore I've never wanted to talk about the situations.
So anyway, that was 2 minutes and 40 seconds of fucking random, unrelated nothing that has fucking zero to do with what we're about to talk about, I guess. That was just some shit. Those were clips stitched together over the course of, like, years, I guess, because I saw those fucking Road Rage guys in, like, the first stream I ever did about Herbie Hops, which was years ago. And that video itself was like a year old at the time, I'm pretty sure. So, that was a good 2 minutes of unrelated crap.
That have occurred a few years ago. But, since life is looking up and things are getting better, I wanted to discuss what happened a few years ago with just some of the atrocities that I was involved in.
Atrocities. How many died, Herbie? Where are the bodies?
Exactly 4
I can't believe Herbie started a residential school. It's crazy.
years ago was when everything started. But before that, Regal Cinemas had basically told me, you know, go fuck yourself. You don't belong. The same year that I made Employee of the Month after working there for 3 years and busted my ass off, the new CEOs came in and they just fucked up the place. I wanted to talk about the situations that arose that led up to the whole Twitch stream situation.
Twitch stream, huh?
So
what do you mean?
I swore to never talk about this situation because it's old and I really don't care about the whole situation.
Well, it's not that old. If you're talking about me, I mean, I'm gonna be with you always, Herbie.
Moved on past it.
You're just too. I just can't quit you, buddy.
Changed my
Look at your bedroom. This channel was designed for me.
life around. I've been doing better things, you know, helping out non-profit organizations.
He's a real important guy, by the way. I don't know if you picked up on that, but he's helping out nonprofits, and he's, you know, he actually raises chickens. You know, he loves chickens. He's a strong woman. So, and, you know, you just can't be mean in show business. What can I tell you?
You know, working full-time, part-time hours, helping out charities, traveling places. But when everything went to shit, it was exactly 4 years ago. I was tired of going to funerals every year.
I like the person in chat that's like, pony merch in the upper right corner. Yeah, thanks for pointing out the tiny amount of pony stuff that's in his room. I wouldn't have noticed the pony. There's only a little bit of it, right? So, you know, thanks. I had to look directly in the top right corner. You're right, there's a couple things here. You know, I don't know, if he likes ponies so much, he should really fill his room with more pony stuff, frankly. I don't know why he's so conservative about it.
And my Nana had been sick for a while. She passed away in her sleep.
Unfortunate.
And at the time, I felt like I was on, you know, the edge of life. I felt like, you know, my life didn't matter anymore. I was actually at the point
anymore. Oh, Herbie.
Where I was about ready to call an ambulance on myself and have myself mentally committed.
Well, you did have that video of you in the ambulance, so maybe that did happen. Or maybe you just had a gout-related injury. I don't know.
I felt like I couldn't continue anymore with life. After my Nana had passed away, I was already going through a midlife crisis.
No, it's Spoonie fused with Jew Wario. That's what you're thinking of. I wouldn't say Linkara. I mean, maybe he's as autistic as Linkara, but I wouldn't say Linkara. You know, it is a bit of Spoonie Jew Wario. It's Spoon Wario.
I was still looking for a job. I was spending time with the Goodwill job supervisor. When I was doing the courier services was another thing. When
his government job, it was very important. He was breathing in the coronavirus air for you fucking people.
You know, impacted when Regal Cinemas had basically told me, go fuck off. That was the only thing I could do at the time to stay, you know, have some money in my pocket. I tried applying at several places. I was applying at movie theaters. I was applying at Walmart, Albertsons, Goodwill, Dollar Tree, Lowe's. I was applying at several places.
But what about your perfectly good burger flipping job? What happened to that?
Try to get, you know, some source of income because, well,
I love Herbie Hops. I really do. There's just so many little memes about him. I'm just able to pepper this entire fucking thing with just like stupid little references to the various dumb things that he has said. It's great. He's such a great user.
Jobless at the time. And all I had left was just...
Reminder that when I found... I said this last time, too. When I found... Well, Tristan found him, actually. But when I showed chat Dogs Eating Dogs 6 for the first time, and it was that Family Guy video, I described him as British Herbie Hops, which was not doing him justice, obviously. But, you know, this guy is like one of the first users in that way. I don't know.
Crumbling hatchback and just a delivery service. And a lot of the places, they never even bothered looking over my application. They technically went through the interview process, but would never give a man a job who really needed, you know, some source of income to go through, who technically had no experience with working in, like, grocery store, but is willing to learn. And that's kind of the situation that's wrong with America nowadays, is a lot of people that submit their applications that really need employment, they don't get looked at seriously. And, you know, there's these qualified candidates out there that want to hire people, but they...
Qualified candidates, everybody.
End up turning down people. What's funny is one of the places I applied at was Kroger. And
I mean, like, I could really see this guy working in a Kroger or, like, a fucking Walmart or something, like a Lowe's. I could kind of see it, so it is interesting that he can't seem to get a job there. Maybe he just interviews very poorly. I mean, I would not put it past him to not be very good in an interview, right?
Kroger deleted my application, didn't even bother giving me a chance when I needed a job. But what's funny is they hired my uncle, who was an alcoholic, who has now been deceased for almost 2 years now. My uncle basically drank himself to death, and he couldn't bear with the loss of my Nana passing away yet again. This was 2020 or later. My Nana had passed away in 2020, and I was just tired of going to funerals every year. It was like a funeral every single year in my family. And I was fed up. I was going through a midlife...
Sounds like you guys have a bit of a fucking... sounds like you guys might have some not so great health. I don't know. I mean, looking at you... Yeah, funeral every year. I just hope yours isn't next, buddy. He's going through a midlife crisis in his 20s.
Like a funeral every single year in my family. And I was fed up. I was going through a midlife crisis. I just started questioning life to even wonder if it was even worth living anymore. And I know it's some degrading, disgusting topic to talk about, but when everything happened over these past 4 years, I was just going through a shitty time.
Chat member, he's 27. He might have even been 26 when this video came out. He was 26 years old at this point in time.
You know, I was going through a midlife crisis. I was just tired of everything. And
I wasn't even rich enough to buy the hot rod sports car and the and the eye candy girlfriend.
Health examiner basically tried to have me detained because I was just sick and tired of going to funerals every year. It was every single fucking year that I was going to a funeral, and it was just degrading. It was bad. And I was going through a midlife crisis. Like, I felt like...
Yes, we've heard you.
My life
I don't think you know what a midlife crisis is, but, like, I guess you were depressed or something, sure.
Matter anymore. Now,
with his diet and whatnot, I would assume, I wouldn't put it past this to be his midlife crisis, but...
Situations that happened with my family a couple years ago, I'm going to go ahead and go into it, and it's going to be some disturbing details. Between 2016 and 2022 was just basically a funeral every year. When my brother Christopher passed away in 2016, everything started happening in the wrong way. My dad's...
Oh, his brother died, too? Everybody's fucking dying around him. Shit. No wonder he closes himself off in Ponytown.
Other son was found deceased, technically him and his girlfriend, with syringes in their arms, technically a opioid overdose.
Technically.
And the worst part...
You could say he died of a decease.
...is they had an infant in the house when they started getting involved with heroin or opioids. They were both found dead with syringes in their arms.
So what's the point of this? Exactly? I'm confused. Like, I'm sorry about your whole fucking life, Herbie. I'm sorry. Sounds like you got a real tough one. It's a real shame. Can't be easy. I understand, but... What the fuck does any of this have to do with me talking about you or, like, your theater job or whatever?
A newborn, to take care of. And then from there, it started getting worse. I lost 2 aunts in one day. One of them died from cancer, and the other one, the same day, 6 hours later, from liver failure.
You still eating the raw ground beef there, Herbie? I'm just wondering if you've I don't know, picked up anything from this. Like, maybe you should, start eating fucking salads or something. I don't know.
And then...
Looking at you, I would say probably not, but...
We go to the situation where my Nana passed away in her sleep, and my uncle drank himself to death, alongside with the fact that...
Yeah, the whole thing, I mean, it's very unfortunate, but it does just feel like you want us to feel sorry for you. I mean, it's not really working on me. Like, everybody has bad shit happen in their life. It's a real shame. That doesn't really excuse, you just being a giant comedy individual, though. Like, I'm sorry for your whole life, dude, but what does this even fucking have to do with anything?
My sister had an unborn failure of a kid, and the kid ended up dying in the system, and it was just atrocity after atrocity, which, between 2016 and 2022,
Atrocities, everybody. I think you mean tragedies. I hate to be all actually, but, like, atrocities make it sound like war crimes, dude. It's not. If people died of illnesses, it's a shame. But also, yeah, I do believe it sounds like he's just upset that this happened to him. It's that type of grief processing. It's not, this person is no longer alive. It's, why did this have to happen to me?
Single year, there was always something that fucked up in the family.
Yeah, an unborn failure who died in the system. I think he means Charged by the system for murder in the rhythm. I think he means he was, the baby was stillborn or something, or like a miscarriage or whatever, but, you know, he just has such a way with words, you know, he paints his own picture.
And then this, about a few weeks after my Nana had passed away, I had gotten dumped. The bitch didn't even stay around to support a grieving family.
This fucking piece of shit whore.
She left a few weeks after my Nana had passed away.
Yeah, I mean, like, it sounds like you're one of these people where there's always something, though. Like, she could have left after any of those other people died, and it would have been the same thing. Like, she probably just fucking had enough of you, dude. Like, you're... Why didn't you stick around? You hate me and don't want to be near me, and we're not, you know, in a happy relationship, but I'm grieving!
Which added even more bullshit to the plate. Now,
yeah, who the fuck was with him? He's claimed that he's had girlfriends, and I don't know, I've seen no evidence of it, and I question it, you know.
There was a lot of situations that had occurred shortly after, you know, it was just a terrible time. Which, to be honest, between 2020 and 2022 is when the situation with the Twitch streamer started arising. I don't want to go into too much...
Twitch streamer, everybody. I'm just happy to be nominated, honestly.
Much detail about it because I don't care about it because I've moved on from it and I've completely just blanked out any harassment from it. But when he made those streams about me, I was just going through a shitty fucking time. Like I said, I was at my wits. I was almost on a midlife crisis.
Almost on a midlife crisis? I thought you were on a midlife crisis. Well, no, you're currently on a My Little Pony sex porn bed, but like that's unrelated. That's neither here nor there. Yeah, I don't know. It's not my fucking problem that you're sad or whatever, dude. I mean, like, yeah, how dare he talk about me on my public YouTube channel that has videos that anyone can see? How dare he talk about those while I'm sad? Like, dude, fucking people have problems. I don't know what to tell you.
I was just... To be fair, I shouldn't have made those videos. Yes, I will agree with those.
Which videos? All of them?
But back then, I was unhinged and I was just sick of fucking everything.
Well, back then, he was unhinged, guys. Not like now where he edits his videos like a crazy person. At least this part is normal. He's just, like, talking. It's largely unbroken. It's just unedited. But yeah, the whole first 2 minutes were just random, unrelated clips that had nothing to do with anything.
I was just...
Is he gonna cry? Is he gonna cry? Is he gonna piss his pants?
I was going through a really fucking shitty time.
Yeah, dude, look at you.
And, you know, between
you don't have to tell me that, dude. I could probably fucking discern that just from this still frame.
I find employment and dealing with cops on my case and a courier service that paid like shit and a car that was going through parts every week. Alongside with the fact that I was just tired of going through funerals and I was on the verge of, you know, already having a midlife crisis, like my life didn't matter anymore.
Is this like the 7th, 8th time he's mentioned a midlife crisis? Once he said almost a midlife crisis. I don't know, dude. Just, you know, just play the Faith No More song. You'll feel better.
It was that fucking degrading. That
yes, it's true!
Now, I will admit there was some clips.
You know, Herbie Hops, I gotta tell you. I really have to tell you. Hang on. Herbie, I really have to tell you, buddy. I have to tell you. You know. You're only you. You know, yeah, Herbie, you know, you're a perfect model user. But you know something, buddy? Without me, you're only you.
That were featured in the stream that had to deal with some road rage aggression. And you also got to take in consideration of that fact that I was just...
Jesus Christ, that's a good... Yeah, 3 chins. I can see the 3rd chin down here.
I was going through a terrible time. That's as best as I could put it. Is I was just going through a shitty fucking time in my life. And this is
I'm so sorry, Herbie, that I talked about you while you were feeling sad. I should have known. As an empath, I should have known that you're feeling sad, and I really shouldn't have stepped on your groove there. You know, can you just, if you would be so kind, can you just schedule me a time when you won't be sad so I can make fun of you for being a loser? Because that would be great. I don't want to make you feel any worse or anything, so just, like, you know, get back to me when you're feeling good, and, you know, we'll do another stream. It'll be great.
exactly why I said I didn't want to talk about this, because it's just... It's a road of horrible shit. It just really is. You know, you have my Nana that passed away.
Oh my god.
My uncle...
Hang on. Do I have the... I don't have the sad violin. It's part of the... It's one of the songs that's not here. God damn it. I don't have the sad violin. I don't have this. I don't have it. Unfortunate.
that drank himself to death. My aunt that died from cancer.
Okay, let's go through the fucking list here of all of his people that died.
My aunt
right?
that died from liver failure.
And in what way is this my problem?
My sister that had an unborn kid that died in the system.
Oh yeah, that's true. I am sorry to say that I did actually kill his Nana, so I shouldn't have... I apologize, Herbie. I did that shit. I shouldn't have done that.
And then you have my dad's other son that was found dead with his girlfriend with syringes in their arms.
Yeah, you went over all of this.
Alongside that, after Regal had told me to fuck off in 2018, that...
Yeah, because you fought with someone at your job, right? You fighted someone, is that correct?
I was having trouble finding work. I mean, I was putting in work, I was putting in applications. You know, I was putting into a bunch of places that said that they were hiring. They never looked over my application.
Maybe they did, and they rejected it. I don't know.
Gave a man a chance. And
well, they probably would have given a man a chance, Herbie. Let's not jump to conclusions here.
I had spent days to weeks to months with the Goodwill job supervisor trying to get another line of work, you know, just to make some source of income, and nothing came about until 2021. And even in 2021, and I want to talk about this situation real quick. In 2021, I came close to just, you know, calling it quits on life and just...
don't do it, Herbie. There's so much more pony merch you can buy.
Stopping on submitting applications. And the one moment that I almost came close to, you know, giving up on submitting job applications, a gift from God.
Chat member, if you ask me to look at the mud fossil thing again, I'm not looking at it. I have it saved. I'm not looking at it again if you fucking bother me about it again. I already saw Milksteak tell you to shut the fuck up because I already addressed it. I already saved it. You want to fucking push your luck? I'm never going to look at it ever. I'm going to specifically spite you. That could be great content. Is it good? If it's good content, don't let the chat miss out just because you're stupid. Stop spamming.
Had given me
You're not really spamming, but you're just being annoying.
a job opportunity. Out of all the places that I had applied at, which is like numerous times, to just places that were hiring just to, you know, be employed again, just to at least have some type of income coming in, they basically just turned me away and told me to fuck off. And even Regal Cinemas put me on a block list. And in 2020,
Yeah, because you claim to have fought someone at your job, dude. Like... Why did they fire me? It must just be because I'm black. Wait, no, that's not it. It must be because I'm crazy.
I think it was about...
Well, that might be it, actually.
May 2021, after the pandemic, I almost came close to just giving up entirely.
Somebody in chat actually knows Herbie from the SMG4 sound effect thing. Which is just... I detest it so much. I mean, SMG4, first of all... This is how we know he's a proto-user, because they all fucking love that dumb shit. But he just does stupid shitpost meme sound effects or whatever, and I don't even think... He's not even, like, employed with SMG4. I guess it's just like a fan making quote-unquote sound effects. Whatever that means. I don't know what they're supposed to be used for. But it's just stupid shit like Mario saying motherfucker or whatever. It's just like, it's horrible trash.
And just saying that life is not worth it anymore. and then a gift from God.
Yes, he got banned from doing DoorDash. He was apparently like he had a low review score or whatever from the people that he delivered to, so he got banned from DoorDash. That's true. Or one of them, like Uber Eats, one of those, maybe multiple.
Of a general manager came in, and my phone rang with a job opportunity. And I'm still with those people to this day, and I'm thankful to be with them because I don't know where I would be.
What the fuck? Herbie's vlogs are being archived, by the way. He has a video where vlogs the night his brother died and shows his corpse in the hospital. Is that so? He said it was 2016, right? Yeah, somebody get me that video. I mean, fuck.
Nowadays, because like out of all the applications that I submitted, they were the only people that called. Like I've submitted like over 10-20 applications, and they were the only one to actually give me a line of work. I came close to
maybe you should have shown them the video of your dead brother or whatever. They were really would have tugged on their heartstrings, you know,
saying that
if only he job interviewed as well as he, you know, baits for sympathy. That's what he needs to do. He needs to just make his resume. Fuck having experience, right? Just make the entire resume like one single giant block paragraph. Unpunctuated, of course. Just talking about how your brother died, and your nana died, and your aunt died, and your uncle died, and your other aunt died, and a baby died, and all this stuff. And you know, someone will hire you just based on that. They'll feel sad.
Life is not worth it, and you know, I don't feel like anybody's actually taking anything into severity. And then a gift from God came in, and he's like, "Hey, look, we're reopening the building."
Hey, was it TFD Bag? I think. Is that video still on his channel, or has that been taken down? What do I look up to find that video? I would really like to find that video after this. I think that would be a great accompaniment to this video.
Reopening from the pandemic.
Oh, I got a DM. Oh, whoop. Okay, yeah, we got Black Brains and Milksteak both DMing me. Thank you to both of you. Thank you to these users. So we got the video. It's still up. We're gonna watch him talk about his and potentially show his dead brother in the hospital. That's gonna be great. Chad, it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it.
We would like you to schedule an interview. We want you to be a part of the team. And I'm still with those people to this day, and I'm actually grateful that I'm with them because I honestly don't know where I would be without these guys. I really
with who, sorry?
That called. Like, I've submitted like over 10.
Right. Can't get a job, yeah.
I came close to just...
Not employed, educated, or in training. Got it.
Saying that, you know, life is not worth it, and, you know, I don't feel like anybody's actually taking anything into severity. And then a gift from God came in, and he's like, "Hey, look, we're reopening the building. We're reopening from the pandemic. We would like you to schedule an interview. We want you to be a part of the team." And I'm still with those people to this day, and I'm actually grateful that
he finally got a job. I guess he works... Does he work at the theater again? Is that what it is?
With them because I honestly don't know where I would be without these guys. I really don't.
Oh, no. California Pizza, right? That's where he works?
And, it was just a very shitty time that happened. It just
I like the idea of this company reopening, and it's like a scene from like a you know, some kind of thriller movie or whatever. It's like, "You're the best in the business. We had to get you. You know, we're reopening California Pizza after this pandemic, and Herbie, I think you'd be perfect for this job. I got a lot of people in the running, but if you want it, just say the word and it's yours. I'll put in a word with the owner, Big Vinny."
Really was. Because, you know, between 2018 and 2020, I was just going through the worst situation.
Who the fuck is simping for Herbie in chat? Is that happening? Who? I know somebody was simping for fucking Sniper Wolf last stream.
Imaginable, where everything that went to shit was happening. You know, people were dying in my family. I couldn't find work when I needed, you know, a job after Regal told me to fuck off. And they actually put me on a block list. I forgot to mention about that. And, you know, I had to rely on a clunky ass old car that was going through parts every week.
Well, I guess Brains watched it, and yeah, he says he does show the corpse. He's a fucking psycho. Marvelous stuff. Thanks, Herbie.
And, you know, just courier services that paid like shit. I
hate the way he says courier. I guess that's how it's spelled, kind of, right? Everybody says courier. You cut out the O. The O is silent, dummy. It's pronounced nuclear. The O is silent, dummy.
It was a dark road of shit. It really was. Another thing I wanted to talk about is in 2022.
Anyway, speaking of a dark road of shit, here's a pony convention.
I said some things like, I don't know.
Literally his entire life revolves around the fucking pony convention and pony merch and shit. He is arguably in a cult. I think he's in a cult. He poured like 6,000... Last stream we did, we saw him say that he pumped like $6,000 into this fucking pony horse convention thing to be like a guest of honor or whatever. Like, maybe you wouldn't have such trouble with fucking money, Herbie, if you weren't in a weirdo pony cult. Maybe that would be, like, better
if I
for
would
you.
Be back and I started talking some shit about...
Give us all your money, we'll make it better. We're here to welcome you. He's getting welcomed. He's getting welcomed by the pony convention, everybody.
A lot of people called me out about it. A lot of people have forgiven me for my apologies and everything.
Wait, what why are you apologizing?
Things like, I don't know if I'll ever be back, and I started talking some shit about this event. A lot of people called me out about it. A lot of people have forgiven me for my apologies and everything. When I was going through that situation 2 years ago at this event, I was just going through still a rough time.
It was such a rough time, guys. It was such a rough time. The reason why I threw those babies out the window, they were just crying and I couldn't get to sleep. It was a rough time. It was a very rough time. I mean, that orphanage was in the way of my reading light, so I had to burn down that orphanage too. It was a very rough time for me. You know, my friend's dog just got hit by a car, and I don't know how I'm supposed to process this trauma, you know, without declaring myself the head of a small nation state at war with the United States. That was the only option. It was a rough time. There was
a lot of things that I was hoping on, you know, attending at this year's event in 2022. We had a better year this year, so at least there's a positive. One of the few things that I was dealing with in 2022 was there was a few staff members that were pushing me around and treating me differently to the point where, you know, I distanced myself from the event and I just, you know, kept quiet and I stayed in the hotel room a good majority of the time.
I seem to recall that. I think that was the time when he was trying to, like, film people at the event. Again, he always just does this where he tells, like, a really obvious half a story. Like, he's just lying, basically. That's what it is. He's just lying. Like, oh, they fired me from my theater because I have a mental issue. Like, no, they fired you because you apparently, like, fought somebody who worked there. Like, or you fought a customer or something. You fought somebody on your job. That's why they apparently fired you. So telling us this story now, apparently he even said as much. Like, it was him that vlogged about it and said that that's why he got fired. So now he's just, like, trying to change the story. And it's the same thing with this, because I think I remember the specific one he's talking about. We tried watching it, and it was just a shit show, because he kept trying to film people at this fucking pony convention, and that's against their rules, right? Like, maybe it shouldn't be. I would love to go to a pony convention and film them. I still plan on someday going to a furry convention, and I'm gonna have to, like, get a fucking lapel camera or something. I'm gonna have to do it secretly, is the only way, you know. Because, like, I can blur out people's faces if necessary, but I'm there for the fucking stupid costumes and whatever. Like, you know, you gotta be boots on. I'm there for the sights and the smells, okay? And, yeah, he was trying to do that, and they wouldn't let him, and the security kept telling him that he couldn't record, and I guess that's why he had a falling out with them, because he literally just disregarded their rules, I guess. You know, whether or not you think they should be rules, they are the rules of the convention people that host the fucking convention. And so, yeah, he's acting like, oh, they were just being mean to me. I don't know why. They were just being so mean. Like, they were pushing me around. Yeah, because you were, like, breaking their rules and filming people. And you were, like, creeping on motherfuckers, you know? Like, it was weird.
A lot of the staff members, they did apologize for the performance, and I also made my amends to apologize because, you know, some of it was also my wrongdoing because I was also still just going through a terrible time. one of the things I was most...
Yeah, the problem with going as a bear with a backpack, like, do you know how much it costs to get a fursuit? I'm not fucking paying, like, thousands of dollars for a fursuit. Maybe I get just, like, a Halloween costume of a fucking bear. You know, like, that could work. And then I get the backpack, and there we go. Like, not everybody that goes to a furry convention is gonna be, like, in a full 10 grand fucking articulated costume. There's some that show up basically in trash bags. I mean, there's the carpet sample guy, for God's sakes. So, yeah, I think, like, a bear costume, not like a full fursuit. I would not sink to that level. I mean, not even just the price of it. Even if someone was like, I'll send you a fursuit. It's like, no, I don't want to have ever touched a fursuit, actually. I'm gonna, like, specifically stay away from people. If I go to this convention and I'm doing this, I'm going to make an effort to not touch anybody. Or any fursuits or anything. Even through another costume. I'm not even taking any chances. So, like, no fursuit for me, but, yeah, I could probably show up in a bear costume with a backpack. That'd probably be fine. I could have secret recording equipment in the backpack, you know, it would be great.
Really upset about was the meet and greet with Nicole Oliver, which I was so excited for it to happen. And I was, like, talking about it days on end on Facebook. And when it came time for the event in 2022... I never saw her. I never got a chance to go to the VIP meet and greet, and it set me off so bad to the point where that I had distanced myself from the 2023 event, and I went to Seattle. You know,
I had distanced myself. Good stuff, Herbie.
a lot of people called me out, and you know, we're talking shit.
I wonder if his resume is filled with language like that. I wonder if it might be part of it.
In my comment section when I released the video 2 years ago, and I also wanted to apologize for that as well because I was just going through a rough time, you know. Between all the unmarked cops, the car that was going through parts every week, my Nana that was passing away,
Jesus fucking Christ. I wish I played the world's tiniest violin. I wish I had the world's tiniest violin or could play one. Even if I had a normal violin, that would be so great if I could just break out a little... fucking sad music. It'd be great.
All kinds of just bad atrocity ass bullshit that happened in this state. I was just not having a good time. I was in the wrong place.
Yeah, my Nana died, man. I just was not having a good time.
At the wrong time, and I just felt terrible. And I did admit that I did.
Yeah, you were the wrong place at the wrong time. An adult at a furry brony convention.
Some fucked up shit to them, and you know, we both made amends. We had a greater year this year, but I thought I'd bring that up as well because I feel like some of the stuff that...
Yeah, we made amends. Is this the convention that you've sent, like, thousands of dollars to, or is that a different pony convention? Because I'm sure they're willing to make amends with you after that, Herbie.
Between 2018 and 2022 also impacted their 2022 event. And I also wanted to take full responsibility to say yet again that I'm sorry for everything I said a few years ago to piss people off or piss off the organizers or the staff members.
You, like, barely even talked about me in this video. This is so lame. I really wanted to be talked about. I wanted to be famous in this video, but he, like, doesn't even mention me by name, I don't think. Calls me a Twitch streamer. It's, like, barely a footnote in the video. What is he even talking about in the video? I thought that the fucking video was talking about me. I swore to never talk about the situation. I figured the situation was me and the streams I've done about him. But no, it just seems to be an excuse for him to, like, babble about how sad his life is for fucking 20 minutes. Like, what situation? You've talked before about how everybody in your family is fucking dying. You always pull the sympathy card. What situation did you swear never to talk about? I don't believe you, Herbie.
I was just going through a really fucking shitty time.
He was going through a really shitty time, guys. Okay. Well, you know, that's Herbie Hops. And thankfully, he's never done something so crazy and ridiculous as to... Oh, no. Oh, wait. Here's a 4-minute video where he shows up at the hospital with his dead brother and shows his corpse, apparently. This is from 8 years ago. It's got 196 views. One comment just says, "I'm sorry for your loss." I don't know how more people don't pick up on how weird it is to fucking show off your dead relatives on your YouTube channel. But okay. Why would you vlog this, Herbie? Yeah, trigger warning. I guess, I mean, I think you can show a person who's died on YouTube. It's not like it's not like a live leak situation. The guy's just in a hospital, but, you know, there will be le body, so le trigger warning. So, you know, be careful. Don't strain yourself. Oh, wait, we don't want to jump ahead too much there. Hang on. Don't strain yourself.
Parking. It's about 1 a.m.
Who is the lady saying parking? Is that his girlfriend?
Monday morning. My brother's just been transferred to the hospital 2 hours ago. And from what I hear, it's not good.
Oh, he sounds real broken up about it.
Christopher Daly's mom.
Uh-huh.
Apple soup.
I know, she doesn't sound, she's not speaking very well. It's not helping.
Yep.
No!
This is, great content, Herbie.
Yes.
I mean, this is just fucking miserable. Why would you put this online, Herbie? You just want sympathy that badly? This is like a private fucking moment. I don't want to fucking see this. Anyways, continuing the video. I mean, I don't know what we thought this was gonna be. Of course it was gonna be fucking miserable, but like, why would he upload this?
No.
I mean, to be fair, this is 8 years ago. There he is, I guess. This is 8 years ago. I think he was still like, what is he, 27 now? So he was probably, what, like, you know, 19, 20 at this point? So, I mean, maybe this is just a stupid thing you do when you're, you know, Logan Paul filmed the body, so why not? Thanks, Herbie. Thanks for showing us this, Herbie. This is great stuff, Herbie. Is it a kid, too? Jesus Christ. So it's 251 onward. You actually... Oh, dear. Okay, no, it's a person with a beard. I think it's an adult, or at least late teens. But yeah, he's just dead. I mean, we're just seeing the body. He's just dead. The mom's, like, hugging him. I mean, this is just miserable. I don't know why Herbie would fucking film this. This is so fucking uncomfortable. Herbie, why? Why? Like, I'm sorry for your fucking loss, Herbie, but Jesus Christ, why would you film this? Why would you put this online? It's still on his channel. It's not even like it's been fucking delisted and people still have it. No, it's just on his channel. Fucking people found it, you know? Like, it's just there. Anyone who wants to can come along and feel sorry for Herbie and his fucking family, I guess. And it's like, yeah, I guess they should a little bit, but like, fuck Herbie, why? This is fucking despicable. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, you know, that's fine. That's enough of that video. I think we're good to move on from that. That's quite enough of that. That was quite a lot. I hope you're doing okay, everybody. That person who had to deal with some bad stuff earlier, I hope you ducked out. I don't know, but, fucking, you know, blame Herbie. Don't blame me. That's the main thing here. I don't know why he would put that on his fucking YouTube channel. That's horrible. I mean, that's just awful. No one has to see that. No one should have to see that. Unless you want them to feel very badly for you, Herbie, which just feels like that's the reason. That's fucking disgusting that you put that out there. Your fucking family's crying, your brother's dead, you're just like, yay, everybody, be sure to like and subscribe! It's fuck off, Herbie. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, we're gonna move along. And, we'll do a few super chats here. There's a couple here. Let's see, we got, $2 from, Slug Boys, Black Brains. Metaphor is very good, but I don't trust them, Elda. Yeah, I mean, you know, they're up to something, that's for sure. 222 from the Goblin, K-Van. Fucking Skoden schizo buds keep giving her all the way. I don't know what that means. Skoden? Giving her? Are you like Canadian? What is this? $5 from the Retro Shepherd. He's got the Bobby Brown curse. Everyone around him just instantly drops dead. Yeah, I mean, again, like, I'm sure Herbie's life is one of profound sadness, but, like, you know, there's a lot of ways that you can... There's a lot of ways that you can express that, and I don't know if what we just watched was necessarily one of them.